Welcome to Dorky Awesome Guys Guided Meditation. Try to get yourself in a comfortable position where you're sitting down. Check your posture, make sure you're not slouching. You can also be laying down. Just get yourself in a comfortable position where you're not really tense or like leaning forward or leaning back. Just where your feet are planted firmly on the ground, your lower back is supported. You can also be sitting on the ground if you like, cross-legged if you're comfortable doing that. So, Laura, thank you so much for liking the stream. So I'm going to pause some of the alerts here. So if, in case you guys like the stream, share the stream, give stars, we'll put that on pause for now while we do some guided meditation. So as you're relaxing, getting comfortable, check your posture. You can keep your eyes closed or you can keep them open. You can focus on this breathing guide here, which is very helpful. But yeah, every time we breathe here, you're gonna focus on your breath. So we're gonna start with an inhale after this 4 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it for 4 seconds gently and exhale. Yes. Hold it for 4. Breathe in. Lazy boy chair. Yes, relax. Come and relax. Start doing these breathing exercises and exhale. Always through your nose. Focus on breathing in. Notice how it feels in your nostrils as you breathe in. Hold it gently. You shouldn't be struggling to hold it. Just gentle. And then exhale through your nose. On this next inhale, focus on how it's fresh air. Breathe in. And as you're holding it, it's taking away the tension. And when you breathe out, it takes the tension with it. So, breathe in. And then breathe out. So, continue focusing on your breath as you inhale, how it feels. It's fresh going in. And then notice any tension in your eyes or your shoulder and exhale it out. Now start from the top of your head. Just think about and sense it. Start from the top of your head and move your way down. Notice where tension is. Maybe it's in your face. Maybe it's in your eyes. Maybe it's in your shoulders or neck. Maybe your back as you go down. But every time you exhale, try to let it go. Try to relax your muscles and let the tension go away with each exhale. Exhaling toxins, you're exhaling carbon dioxide, so all the tension you're breathing out, and you're basically washing the inside with fresh air and breathing out. And as you continue scanning, check how your body feels against the chair that you're sitting on, how comfortable it is, how you're sinking in it. Check your arms, your fingertips. Make sure you're relaxed there too. And with each exhale, release the tension and let it go. If you ever find your mind wandering, thinking about things that are outside, anything negative or anything out there that you want to worry about, you can let it come in, but let it pass. And all you have to do is just keep focusing back on your breath and how it feels. Just always focus on how it feels going in and out of your nostrils. That helps center your mind as you're thinking about things and letting them go. And as we're breathing fresh air in, you want to always be thinking about the little wins you've had in your life. Like maybe today you finally brushed your teeth, or you finally washed the dishes, or you finally cooked for yourself or a loved one, or maybe you finally called a loved one, said hello, or you finally got a task done at home. And in me saying those things, if you just remembered, oh yeah, I do have to do dishes, or I have to do laundry, realize that a lot of the things that are on your list that stress you out or worry you, oftentimes they don't have a deadline. Like, a pile of laundry isn't just gonna expire. You know, you can eventually get to it. So stop kicking yourself in the butt for those things and be kind to yourself, because like I said, Laundry, dishes, they don't have an expiration date. You'll get to it eventually. Try again another day. And I always use this analogy whenever there are big things in your life. Like for me, sometimes a mountain in my life is doing dishes or doing laundry. Like it feels like it's so much to do, especially if it's been piling up. But as with any mountain can be broken down into smaller boulders. Like you can do, instead of doing the entire pile of laundry, you can do like 3 loads of laundry. And each boulder can be broken down into smaller rocks. So instead of doing 3 loads of laundry, maybe you just do 1 load of laundry. And even those rocks can be broken down into pebbles and broken down further down into sand. Every mountain can be broken down into smaller and smaller steps. So you don't have to tackle everything at once. Because that's what always stopped me from climbing these mountains. Doing all the dishes, doing all the laundry. It just seemed like it was so much. But what helped me is breaking them down into smaller chunks. Like when I had a sink full of dishes, like both sides, I'm like, I can't wash these dishes. There's no space to even wash them. So what I did one day, I realized, yes, break it down into smaller steps. And the smallest step was washing 1 dish. And that's what I did. One day I just got up. I'm like, you know what? Forget this. I'm going to do 1%. 1% progress is better than 0% progress. And when I did wash that dish, I'm like, well, my hands are already soapy. The sponge already has soap in it. Might as well wash another. And then another and another. And then eventually I got to the point where the drying rack was full. Still had a bunch of dirty dishes. But what mattered was I made progress. Because I decided to take on just a grain of sand. And it ended up being bigger rocks. And sometimes that's all you need. Just doing 1%, one little thing to get that little motivation. But even if you feel like you can only handle that 1 grain of sand, like if I only washed 1 dish, that was still better than 0 dishes washed that day. So think about that. Think about the mountains in your life, the things on your to-do list that you have to do. Realize that if you really think about it, you can actually break it down into smaller chunks, smaller steps, smaller pebbles, smaller grains of sand. And then it makes climbing each mountain that much easier. Yes, you may not climb the entire mountain the entire day, but at least you take your first step. So think about that as you continue with your breathing. Like all these things that are stressing you out in life, you can do it. They may be huge mountains. You're looking at the peak. You already see people at that peak. Like, oh my God, their house is so clean, or they're able to cook for their entire family. Don't compare your start at base camp compared to someone that's already at the top of the mountain, because their success is not your path. Focus on what you're going to do. Focus on your 1%. What is that next step that you're going to do? That 1%, that little tiny step. It may seem stupid. Don't get me wrong. Seeing that whole pile of dishes and saying, oh, I'm just going to wash 1 dish. That sounds so stupid, doesn't it? At first, when you think about it, it's like, why would you only wash 1 dish? That's so stupid. You have so many dishes. But sometimes that's all you need to do. Because 1% progress is better than 0%. So when you wake up tomorrow, you're going to have things you're going to want to do, or tasks you want to do, or, things you want to worry about. But just remember that. If you feel like it's too daunting, write it down. Write down how a mountain can be smaller steps. Things are stressful as they are. There's things we can do, things we can't do. But the ones you can tackle, just realize you are more capable than you know. So, continue with your breathing. Focus back on your breath as it enters your nostrils and leaves your nostrils. Just remember, you are more capable than you think you are. You can do it, and I believe in you. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate you coming out. But yeah, I hope you guys follow and subscribe wherever you're at. I love doing this guided meditation, and I hope it helps you guys too, because it helps me 100%. So we're gonna be coming to the end of our stream, so feel free to open your eyes, come back to reality, so to speak. Thank you guys so much for the compliments. I really, really appreciate that. I'm so glad you guys are here, and I hope you guys join me again next time soon, because, you know, we're all in this together. That's what Animal Crossing is all about. Helping each other out, giving each other things, helping other people out, and being there for everyone else.